Some directors make use of characters' emotions in fleeting moments to progress or serve the narrative greatly, while at the same time creating a great impact on the spectator. For others, those same emotions are the actual backbone of the story, continuously annexing ideas to the same overarching feelings, molding them to be more specific to the character, while at the same time more approachable for the viewer. This is the very way that Edward Young likes to create his protagonists. Be it Chiang, a voyeuristic photographer, or the wandering Chin, who looks for a future in a city that is still searching for an identity. Or Yang, a curious child that needs to navigate his childhood while affected by a distant family that are all dealing with troubles of their own. With a plastic mind and time and space to let it linger, Yang begins his journey in the movie troubled by a group of kids that are around the same age as he is. His initial anger and sadness suddenly evolve into revengefulness, sparked by the idea of popping a balloon to scare them. Eventually, at school, another incident happens, where he is confronted by his teacher because of another balloon that was this time mistaken with a condom.
就是你了，你还跟我耍赖，同学全部都告诉我了。
您只是听别人乱说，没有自己看见。
10 minutes later, he is once again confronted with the inability to see, when his mother tells him that he should show his comatose grandmother his drawings.
从今天开始，我们每一个人每一天呢，都要轮流找一点时间来跟伯伯讲讲话，这样子他才可以早点醒过来哦。
他只是听到，我没有看到，有什么用吗？
Yang slowly develops a distrust in things that he or others cannot see. Eventually, he understands that the camera has the ability to keep those records for the future, deciding that he will document these same things for himself. This feeling of distrust is built slowly over the span of the movie. While the two scenes happen earlier on, the first set of photos that Yang prints out is only revealed to the spectator a bit beyond the first hour. After he is once again confronted by his teacher and teased by the girls, the director decides to shy away from the close-up of the face, instead giving us Yang's back. This decision to avoid the close-up is explained by the director succinctly in an interview. When you present something about the living creatures which you call humans, there's much more information that the viewer can sense when they see the whole, rather than just the parts. In other words, close-ups are the least effective mode of expression, because they only give you facial expression, whereas any subtle movement, in the hand, in the body, in your posture, or in the way that a person walks, gives more information to the viewer than just the facial. Going back to the classroom scene, the kids in the background laughing are an integral part of how the scene feels and how we understand Yang and his emotions. He is not aware of how everyone is perceiving him at that exact time, since they are behind him. But we, as spectators, are completely aware of his surroundings. Only after 2.5 hours of the movie have already elapsed do we get to see collections of photos of something that has now become remarkable for the kid, as premonitioned before by various shots. Without a convoluted set of mirrors, no one can see the back of their own head. And in this inescapable search for knowledge, Yang decides that he should be the one to capture this.
这是我哎，这我后脑勺哎，洋，你拍这个干嘛？
你自己看不到啊，我给你看啊。
原来是这样子啊。
Yang is aware of his own incapability of knowing everything and has come to terms with that. Now, his main goal in life is to gather and share knowledge with those around him, especially through his camera.
就像他们都说你走了，你也没有告诉我你去了哪里，所以我觉得那一定是我们都知道的地方。伯伯，我不知道的事情太多了，所以你知道我以后想做什么吗？我要去告诉别人他们不知道的事情，给别人看他们看不到的东西。我想， 这样一定天天都很好玩。
The director, whose name is equal to the character, also loves to share what he has gathered throughout his life on his movies, and builds characters and emotions slowly, mimicking the pace of life and its discoveries. Edward Young makes you feel emotions for the characters instead of with the characters. You don't sympathize or empathize with them. You actually feel them. He doesn't guide you to feel something through fast-paced editing, a thrilling score, extravagant camera movements, or even the close-up of an emotionally charged face. He shows you what is happening not only with the characters, but also with their surroundings. He lets you see how the characters are dealing with the problems in their lives, and enables you to feel their emotions by yourself.